Well, guys, I'm back. Um, Not this weekend, but last weekend, my wife and I went on a nice little road trip for an anniversary down to a vineyard, beautiful part of Virginia. But couldn't help myself, and she kind of has a thing for thrift stores too. So we saw a good, brand new, shiny thrift store on the side of an old country road, and figured there'd be some good stuff in there. And lo and behold, we were right. Thrift store and find number one. You can get down here. You guys read that? KitchenAid blender. That is with the glass canister. These things brand new were probably 80, 90 bucks. And I was able to grab this one. Forget this, $3.50. And yes, it works perfectly. Minbaum, you led the way, buddy. I couldn't find that Cuisinart with the two-part, the food processor and blender to it. But I found this, and for $3.50, couldn't pass it up. So that was a good one. Thrift store find number two, because you guys know I needed it. I finally got my food saver, man. It's an older one. It's the VAC 550. But it is in great shape. Nice and clean. Opened it up. All the rubber's good. No cracks. Nice and supple. The vacuum area down here still good and soft. The heating elements there for sealing. No tears, no burn throughs. Everything works really well. Still has a really nice vacuum to it. It does have the tube attachment here for the canister vacuum sealing, which we'll get to. Minbaum, I saw that one too, bud. And I'll probably go by Walmart and see if I can pick up that jar sealer attachment for it. Alright, so that cost me $3.50 as well. These are things that were on my list for a long time and just weren't in the budget, but if you wait and you look hard enough, you find them. So I spent a little money on my honey and got blessed with checking some things off the prepper list. So there's the vacuum sealer, there's the excellent blender, and while we were in Charlottesville and I had my smartphone in my hand, I decided I'd go on Craigslist too. And while I was on Craigslist, I found two wonderful pieces. So let's slide that out of the way for now. You guys see that? It's upside down, but you know what that is, right? It's a camp stove, guys. But it's not just a propane camp stove. This is the tough one to find. This is the dual fuel. Let's see, we'll go in here and get this tank out. Okay, I lost my trusty assistant, so had to kind of do that myself there. Pardon the edit. But this is a 1964 Coleman dual fuel camp stove, two-burner camp stove. It really is in good shape. I've got to clean the burner elements a little bit. And actually, there's no deposits or anything on them. They're just oxidized from age. Other than that, they are absolutely clean. There's not a single scratch on the original red tank. The pump mechanism still works. And this is a really cool piece because it will run not only on the Coleman white gas, but you can also use some unleaded gas for it if you'd like. You just have to make sure you get your generator cleaned out regularly. But gives you a lot of options if power's out, can't use the electric stove, don't want to fire up the grill, don't want to cause a whole lot of smoke or have flames for too long. You can pop this thing open right on the back deck or in the back of your car. And the flame on it's pretty intense. I'm not going to fire it up here in the house. But it'll boil a pot with quickness. And quite frankly, some idea of what size this is. That's a full-size teapot. Alright, so each one of those burners could probably take a small frying pan. And this thing will boil water pretty quickly. So I've got a emergency cooking situation finally under control here. And I can go pick up some fuel. The woman was great to deal with. She was glad to get rid of it. She and her husband had just picked up a fifth wheel and had a brand new camper with a whole new kitchen in it. And she said we really didn't need it anymore. She wanted to give it to somebody who really got it and was going to use it to take care of themselves. So I qualified and picked that up. But almost better than this was the same woman had this. Yeah, guys, one fell swoop. You know, good things happen to good people sometimes. I also get out of this deal my very first dehydrator, and it's an American Harvest Snackmaster with the set thermostat. It comes with 4 trays. This thing's spotless. She only used it twice. And she also threw in one mesh screen for the fine items that you don't want falling through. And also, let's see if I can get that out, the solid plastic ring for doing liquids and fruit roll-ups and maybe some experiments with some egg and some milk or whatever else you want to try. But they're all there. This thing is 4 racks deep. Came in the box. All the paperwork was still with it. I can add up to this thing can hold up to 12 trays, so I could add 8 more if I wanted to. The motor's designed to accommodate whatever size cavities put on top of it. Have heard really not much but good reviews about this, so I'm excited, and I'm going to dehydrate a couple of things tonight. We'll see how this thing does, and if it does well on the fruit that I'm working on, we'll get some beef and we'll start with some jerky, man. Low buck, I might have something to shoot at you and trade for some of those zombie treats, man. So I'm happy, guys. I'm really happy. I got all my toys. I still need a pressure cooker, a pressure canner rather. I have a small electric pressure cooker, but nothing I can put jars in. And whenever I can find that, you know, quite frankly, I paid $3.50 for the vacuum sealer. I paid $3.50 for the blender. The stove was $20. The dehydrator was $20. So, you know, for $55-$60, whatever that was, I made out pretty well. So I'm excited. But the decent sized pressure canners I'm seeing are way more than that. So it may take a couple more weeks before I can pick that up. But wanted to share a good day with you. That's all. Hope you guys are having a good one too. We'll talk soon. Camp 3XL out.